The idea for Homemade Highlights came as we were planning our Olympics coverage. We knew that we wanted to do something a little bit irreverent, a little bit funny for video, and we were also struggling with the fact that there was no way we could show footage of the events as they happened. Adam Thompson, the sports editor for WSJ.com, and I were talking about this, and kind of suddenly out of my mouth came this idea of, what if we did it with sock puppets or something homemade in a way that really crudely approximated what was going on? And Adam laughed, I laughed, and we took it to Sam Walker, the sports editor, who also laughed. And kind of risking our jobs, we took it to successively hire bosses who also thought it was a funny thing that we should pursue. So we kind of kept it in the plan as the other plans were germinating, and people really kept asking about this, asking if we were really going to do it. So we decided to. I got in touch with people I knew who were crafty and in sort of the art teacher, theater people community. And the search led me to a woman named Amy Taylor, who has built all of the sets. She came with genius ideas, and we took her sketches and asked for a little bit of budget approval, which was miraculously granted. And then suddenly in a couple weeks, we had what you see here. It's kind of a ragtag crew. We were like a snowball that sort of gathered people in motion as we rolled downhill, and the process for putting one of these together takes actually a pretty incredible team of people. The way that it works is we decide what's newsworthy or what people might want to see or what we can kind of reasonably render with puppets. We work with Amy Taylor, who is our set builder, to come up with the sets. We have puppeteers on the sports desk who actually animate things. Ben Cohen writes scripts for us. He's another employee in the sports desk who is really amazingly witty and great. The producers this last week were Jeff Foster, who's another editor on the sports desk, and Allison Lichter, who is our life and culture editor for .com, and they've kind of helped direct things, along with Marshall Crook, one of our video directors, and Emily Propolanis, who is an incredible videographer and editor who has managed to turn these around super quickly and get them out actually well ahead of NBC even. So we've had fun with the tape delays there. Adam Thompson from England has been overseeing these and helping provide guidance on what to cover and how to cover it. And even Robert Thompson, our editor-in-chief, has stepped in to provide voice for the booing of Chinese fans during the badminton scandal.
Both teams were trying to lose to avoid playing a higher-seeded Chinese team in the next round. The boos rained down from the fans, including the mighty Sebastian Coe, the London Organising Committee chair.
Puppets are an unusual choice for a venue like the Wall Street Journal, but I think that they are really at heart true to the Wall Street Journal of today and what has historically been the Journal, in that this place has an openness to new ideas, to good ideas. It always has had that. You know, on the .com side, Raju Narasetti, our managing editor, and Alan Murray, our executive editor, are both really encouraging experimentation, and they're willing to take risks and let you take risks and run with projects, regardless of who you are and where you come from. And that's really true in the newsroom at large. I think anyone can have an idea for a story. Anyone can have an idea that for a project or something that comes forward. And I think that's a really important part of the Journal. And so I, in my normal life, am an editor in the newsroom focusing on our management and careers bureau, and yet we're totally allowed to pursue things like this that are good for the overall organization, and that are different ways to express yourself. Oh, will our next Olympics feature homemade highlights? It's possible. You may even see them before that. There's a lot of news going on this year. We have a LIBOR scandal that is perhaps calling out for some clothespin puppetry, and also a presidential campaign, but you'll just have to tune in and see.
The day belonged to Gabby Douglas, the flying squirrel. She shows how she earned her nickname on the uneven bars. Look at the air she gets. And then a double layout dismount. Perfect. Next, Douglas on the floor, tumbling pass, Arabian double front, and double back dismount. The crowd erupts as Douglas vaults her way to the top of the medal stand. Look at that smile. It was made for a Wheaties box. And that's today's Wall Street Journal Homemade Highlight.